Okay guys, welcome to Tokyo. My time in Tokyo is almost up. I have a very early flight in the morning. So I figured I'd spend this last few free minutes just before dark down at the river. Checking out the boats and stuff, you know. I thought I'd talk about my impression of Japan or Tokyo in general. It's the first time I've been here, and I did a lot of research on this place. Come in here, what to expect, and to be honest, most of the videos will scare the living daylights out of you, especially anything to do with getting around, anything to do with trains and the subway system. This video is not about that, but there's a link in the description to my website where there will be lots of information on how I got around and totally avoided the subway system. It's a big barge coming here. What did I notice? As soon as I came out of the airport, first thing, fingerprints at the airport. Everybody got fingerprinted coming in. That's a first. I have been fingerprinted before at the airport. I was in America when I was rejected for a work visa. No, you can't have a visa, and just for their troubles, we're going to fingerprint you now. So that was nice. But yeah, everybody gets fingerprinted coming in, index finger on both ends. It's a big old empty barge coming there. At the luggage, the luggage corral, the belt where your bags come out of the airport. First thing I noticed, it came out, everything was stacked up perfectly, you know, no bags on top of bags and upside down and everything. Every bag was right on the edge of the belt, all lined up perfectly, name tags showing everything, you know. I've never seen that, you know. I've been in in airports, thousands of times. I've never seen anything quite like it. It was pretty amazing. Everybody is so helpful, so friendly. I was booking a bus, getting a bus ticket from the airport into the city, and the lady at the bus company said, "No, go to the competition. They have a bus leaving before us." You know, they recommended that I take the competition. And she said, "And they're cheaper." You know, that's pretty amazing. But everywhere I've gone, people have been insanely friendly. Not much English here. Not a lot of people speaking English or can speak English. But very friendly, very helpful. Restaurants and that, they all have English menus and pictures on the, even a better bonus is pictures on the menus. It's a lot easier to order from a picture than it is a written menu. It's clean, insanely clean. Like anybody who's ever been to Singapore, you know the rules in Singapore are insane about garbage, and you know, you throw a cigarette butt on the ground and you go to jail. Well, Tokyo's a lot cleaner than Japan. Tokyo's a lot cleaner than Singapore. All the time I've been here, I saw one cigarette butt on the ground, and I watched the guy from Austria throw it on the ground. Why he did that, I don't know. But and everybody here seems to smoke. You can even smoke in restaurants here, which is a little different. You know, not many places in the world anymore that I know of. You can still smoke in a restaurant, but here you can smoke in a restaurant, but outside there's designated smoking areas. And an awful lot of Japanese people smoke, that's for sure. See, that thing looks like a spaceship, doesn't it? Like I was saying with the bags at the airport, everything is done with military precision. Everything has its place and everything is in its place. You go to the markets, even this construction crew down the road here they're resurfacing the road, and every day they come in at first thing in the morning and take up one section of road, and when they leave at night, it's repaved, and all the equipment is gone. And then the next morning they're back and doing another section. They don't rip out 10 miles of road and then come back 2 months later and put it back like they do in most cities. So everything is done prim and proper. It's nice to see, that's for sure. Lots of little dogs. Seeing lots and lots of little dogs. I saw videos about that said people are not allowed to have dogs there. I don't know what that was all about, because everybody's got dogs. It seems little dogs, and I saw a few golden retrievers and some really nice big dogs. Saw a golden retriever the other night, biggest I've ever seen. He was huge, like a bear. Beautiful dog. It's busy. Like, this is a very highly populated area. The numbers are all over the map. It depends on where you think Tokyo stops on how many people there are. But there's millions and millions. Just in the main part of Tokyo, it's 8 or 9 million, I think. And then in all of Tokyo, it's like 36 or 38 million people. It's a lot. So the roads are busy. Everybody's seen the subway system, the trains, and that jam-packed. You can't move. Crammed in like a sardine can, or as they say here, a piece of rice in your sushi rice. You like sushi rice, you can't move. But yeah, it's a very, very busy city, and in my opinion, that's a good reason to avoid the trains. Like I say, I haven't been on a train once. I'm going to keep that record going, because I got a bus booked for tomorrow to go out of here. The food, there is food everywhere. I live in Thailand, so that's what it's like in Thailand. There's food everywhere. Here it's a little more, or a lot more organized than Thailand. But there's food everywhere, and it's all delicious. It's the same idea where Thailand, it's got to be good food, or the place would be out of business in a week, because there's so much competition. And it's the same thing here. They got to serve good food, because right next door the guy is serving excellent food. And here, Japanese food, I haven't found anything yet that I didn't like. And it's so diverse, so much selection. Just for the food alone, it's worth making the trip, that's for sure. And you don't need to eat raw fish, although you can if you want to. It's really good, but there's a lot of food here. Getting to see the city here, see the sights, the tourist attractions. There's so much to see. You could be here for months. But I'm normally totally against tours. I've taken a few around the world, different tours, different countries. And you get the locals' perspective and all that. But the problem with tours for me is you're told where to go, when to go, and what to eat and when to eat, and when to go to the bathroom and when you can't. And but here is somewhere it's well worth taking a tour, and there's hundreds and hundreds of tours available from many, many different companies. And I think personally, unless you have lots of time, that's the best way to see the city. You can see so much in a day when you have somebody taking you to the right places. Because getting around and finding stuff in a city this size is not all that easy. It's doable, but if time's an issue, you can see in a day what would normally take you a week, I think. And you get somebody explaining things to you, how it works and why it's there, and what it's actually called. And I think that's the best way to do it. And that's the same with the food. There's food tours as well. There's actually drinking tours where somebody takes you to a few local watering holes on a bit of a pub crawl, you know what I mean? You can have food and drinks and stuff like that. That's a good way to experience the culture. You learn from the people. I never did the drinking tour, but maybe I should have. Well, that's about it, guys. Just my thoughts on the city. The people are amazing, so friendly, so helpful. Unfortunately, not much English, but I never had any problem. There are a lot of helicopters. Well, that's it, guys. That's just my thoughts on Japan. I really enjoyed it here. The people are amazing. The food's amazing. If you are interested in coming to Japan, you've never been here before, check out my website. The link is in the video description. I have videos on there from other people, the videos that I found most useful. Like I say, I researched this place for about 2 months before coming here. There's only so much you can learn from videos, but there's enough information there to get you started. There's one video on what you should expect. There's another one on, or a couple on taking the trains, on how the train system works and all that. I will do a blog post on why I didn't use the train and how I got around. There's a lot of information about not using taxis. Taxis are not that expensive here, in my experience, and it is an affordable option, I think, unless you're going really far. And then, well, like from here to the airport, yeah, don't take a taxi. But if you're going a short distance, just a few kilometers, a taxi is a good option, especially late at night. I don't think I've seen that one before. She's different. Alright, guys, well, that's it. As always, thanks for watching. We'll just enjoy this boat as she goes by. Another cruiser. River tours. Very, very popular, that is. And I don't recommend them. The one I took was very, very boring. It wasn't on that boat. That one's got clean windows, so maybe it'll be better.